Hey everyone, I have a really fun house to show you today. This is an Eichler style home and it's going to be my first time renovating an Eichler style. So I'm very excited about it. I'm going to take you inside and out of this home to show you all the cool architectural features. And if you're interested about the house flipping numbers, make sure you stay until the very end. The landscaping apparently hasn't been cared for a long time, and it makes the house look deserted. There's a lot of tall weeds that we have to clean up, and I like that there are two tall trees in the front that are providing dimension. So you can see that this front path has some lifted part over here, and also the tree roots are lifting the other areas up as well. So we are going to have to replace the concrete in these two sections, and there are also a lot of big cracks on the driveway, and we may have to pour new concrete here too. The exterior of the home has got this dark brown color paint that has faded and looks very tired. So we're going to repair and also repaint the exterior. We may also have to replace some of the single pane windows so that the house will have better insulation. But overall, we are going to try to do minimum work so we can preserve the architectural style. In this front area, we're thinking about enclosing it so that we can have a formal courtyard. We would also be able to have some seating area here and maybe also adding a water feature so it would be a cool hangout. While doing that, we're going to probably add a wall at the end and use the same type of siding material, which is this very thin vertical siding that's unique to Eichler style home. Hopefully we can find the same material so that we can preserve the style. Now let's check out the interior. So on your immediate right is the kitchen. This is a galley kitchen, which is very common in Eichler style homes. In this kitchen, you can see that the cabinets are all original. These are very interesting sliding doors in the cabinets, and there are very fewer drawers, and they are kind of old school. What I find interesting is these cabinets are actually two-toned. So we have the white colored doors and darker frame, which is apparently coming back in style again. These cabinets are quite old and discolored and filthy, so we're probably going to have to gut everything. The lighting though in this kitchen are these globe style pendant lights that, from what I was told, they are actually original to the Eichler style and they are quite expensive to replace. So we plan to actually keep them. And this kitchen wall is not load bearing, so it's kind of unnecessary to block the kitchen off on the side. We plan to remove this wall and replace it with an island here so that there will be better flow between the kitchen and the living room. Right off of the kitchen is the dining room. The dining room is really spacious. On the side of the dining room, you can see very beautiful wood paneling, and this door to the garage is blending in really well. We plan to actually keep all of these wood paneling because it's unique to the Eichler style home. We just need to do some repairs in some areas and refinish it. Even though there are a lot of big windows and doors, sliders in this home, it's quite dim inside. So we have to add some lighting, maybe some track lights and some recessed lights as well. And on the flooring, there's very old and dirty linoleum floors, and it's really interesting that they actually replaced it with a piece that's different from the rest of the style. Or who knows, it could also be a secret compartment and we're just gonna have to find out later. So the linoleum floors definitely has to go, and we plan to extend the hardwood floors from the rest of the house into this dining room area as well, so the flooring will be more consistent. A little bit of orientation here. On the right side of the entryway is the kitchen we just talked about, and on the left side is the hallway to all the bedrooms and bathrooms, and straight ahead is the living room. So here is kind of interesting because you can see 3 different types of linoleum floors. There's the one with patterns in the kitchen, the dark red one in the entryway, and then the third one in the hallway. All of these are very worn and they are peeling off in many places, so they definitely have to be replaced. And then in the living room, there's actually cork flooring that's also heavily damaged and discolored in many areas. So our plan is to actually remove all of these different types of floors and replace it with probably hardwood floors so that the house will actually feel bigger. So now we're in the living room, and the main appeal in this living room is this wall of windows and sliders that are unique to mid-century modern style homes, and they bring in a lot of natural light, even though we don't see a lot of natural light right now, probably because of all the trees in the backyard that are covering the sunlight. So we're definitely going to trim the trees, and we're also going to probably install some ceiling lights here, like track lights or recessed lights, so that it will also help with the illumination inside. There are some exposed beams in the ceiling that are typical in mid-century modern homes, and we also have high ceiling in this room, which is really nice, and it makes the space feel a lot bigger. And we already talked about this wall between the kitchen and the living room that will be gone to open up this floor plan. Another kind of focal point in the living room right now is the fireplace. It's quite chunky and it's not very pretty because it's so dirty and has some very dated features. So we're going to refinish it and make it look beautiful again. If you're interested in turning rundown homes like this into a dream home, make sure you check out my coaching program, Transform Flipper Academy. I teach my students the ins and outs about house flipping and help them achieve financial freedom. Don't think any longer. Schedule a call with us today. This home has a lot of storage. So there are 2 closets, one on each side of this hallway. This one still has this closet door, so I'm going to show you this one first. So you can see that there's bamboo paper covered closet door. This is apparently also unique to Eichler style homes. The door is heavily damaged by water, and we plan to restore it and make it look as good as new. And on the other side, there's another closet that doesn't have the closet door, so we're going to have to put up a new door that's also of the same style. At the end of this area, there's the laundry space, which is kind of nice because a lot of Bay Area homes have laundry in the garage, but this is a lot more convenient. So at this side of the hallway, there are 2 bedrooms, one on each side, and at the end, there's the guest bathroom. The location of this bathroom is kind of interesting because usually guest bathrooms are more centralized, but this is at the end of this side of the home. And there's also a door to the side yard, which is kind of odd and it's not really useful. So we're thinking about removing this door and use this whole area to expand the bathroom to make it more functional. This first bedroom is quite dim. We had to use some lamps to lighten it up. partially because the room is covered in wood paneling and also there's no ceiling light at all. So we are probably going to install some, but we do see that there's a exposed beam. It's also of high ceiling, which is very desirable. We may also replace the windows here and probably going to replace the linoleum floors as well. This second bedroom has some big furniture left behind and it feels a little cramped, but the room is actually of a pretty good size. We see very similar architectural features like the exposed beam and wood paneling on the walls, but the dark blue carpet is new. This is another type of flooring that's gonna have to be removed. It's really cool that this room actually has an attached walk-in closet, which is quite unusual for a non-primary bedroom in the Bay Area. The guest bathroom here is quite small right now, but as we talked about, after we extend it using the hallway space, this will be a lot more spacious. And currently there are shower panels that are very dirty and has some moldy seams, and that will have to be replaced. And we also have this wall mount sink that doesn't come with any storage. So we're going to hopefully install a larger vanity, maybe even a double vanity in here. So if the future owner has kids, then they can actually share the double vanity, which would be nice. This third bedroom is really interesting. It's got so many posters on the walls and even a dartboard. So for a minute, I thought I was in a bar until I see this workshop desk that's covered in dust, and it seems like it hasn't been touched for 10 years. So apparently we have to remove all of this junk and also clean up the walls and replace the flooring. Hopefully we can restore the former glory of this room. So now we're entering the primary bedroom. There's a wall of closet here that has a lot of storage, and there's also the primary bathroom over here that has the vanity outside of the water closet. So unfortunately, there's a lot of wasted space here with the hallway and with this walk path. Normally, I would try to fix it, especially because we have a really small shower in here and the toilet is all the way back in the corner. But because this house is on slab foundation, there's not much I can do. It would be very expensive to move plumbing, so we may have to just keep the original layout. But it's kind of unfortunate that this space is not well utilized. This is the primary bedroom. It's actually of pretty good space, but there's some mattresses left behind and also a bunch of junk, so it's not showing the space currently. You can't really tell, but the room is also very stinky. I suspect that the previous owner had dogs and the dog may have peed all over the carpet. The brown carpet blends in with the walls and it's really not a good look. So we are definitely going to remove the carpet and replace with new flooring and some contrast between the walls, and the probably lighter color flooring will make the room look a little better. We're also going to add some ceiling lights to improve the lighting in here. So now we're in the backyard. You can see that the previous owner left a lot of furniture that's tarped up, so we're going to dispose of it. And on the side of this house, there's actually a lot of space. You can park additional cars here, which is convenient, and it also provides space if we want to extend the house. We probably are not going to, but it just has a lot of potential. On the backyard, there's a lot of tall weeds and ivy, and there's also some fence that's falling apart. But it's actually a really big backyard for this area. After we clean up all of these, it's going to feel a lot bigger, and we're going to put in proper landscaping so that this backyard can be usable and enjoyable. Eichler style homes are so unique and special, and I'm very grateful for this opportunity to restore one. It will be a welcomed challenge because my goal is to transform the home with modern amenities without compromising the original architectural features. I've already got some advice from local experts, and I'll definitely do more research so I can make informed decisions. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you'll get notified when the after video is up. But don't go anywhere yet. The house flip numbers are coming up. I hope you enjoyed this fixer-upper tour, and I'm going to share the numbers now. I purchased this home for $2.9 million because this home is in a very desirable area. We plan to put in about $200,000 into the renovation, and the estimated after repair value is about $3.8 million. So there's some good margin in there. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. We can patch it and repair without and on the left side are turning rundown homes like these into like this, not these. And hopefully this room will restore its